Alright, so my water just came to a boil. Need to clean my pots and pans. Got my waders and boots hanging out to dry. Socks and underwear hanging out to dry. Pulled back up into the Ranger Park at Stanley. Gonna eat some breakfast and then I'll figure out where we're gonna go from here. I'm done with breakfast. Been looking at my map of Montana and Idaho. The plan for today is first we're gonna go to the hot springs. I'm gonna find those, and then I think we're gonna come out of Stanley and come up to these ghost towns right here. Took me a little while, but I found the Boatbox Hotsptings. There's no markers, there's just this slim turn off on the side of the road that's got space for 3 cars, like max. There's already 2 cars here. I can see the tub out in the back. Just looks gorgeous. There's one guy sitting in the pools down at the bottom. I'm gonna go put my swimsuit on and hop into the pools. So, I found the Boatbox Hotsptings. Let's go hop in. Hey guys, these hot springs are something else. This is so cool. So that PVC pipe right there is just scalding hot water. And so that is the remains of wrecking ball. So you just lift the pipe up, set inside the wrecking ball. Once it gets to a temperature you like, set the pipe off to the side. The Home Depot bucket, so you could scoop cold water out of the salmon and dump it straight in, do some temperature regulation. But as you can probably tell, that's the hottest pool. And this one, that one gradually gets cooler as you go down. It doesn't get cold, not as cold as the river without a doubt. But man, that's something else. Well, that was certainly refreshing. So after hitting the hot springs, we're gonna go up to Sunbeam and then go up to Bonanza Ghost Town and Custer Ghost Town. The ghost town, there's a couple dilapidated buildings. There's that one over there, which I'm gonna go in right now. That one's fallen down, and there's another one over there with a sign giving a little information about the place. And I think there's another 1 or 2 down there. Let's go take a look at this one. Well, it's definitely in rough shape. So I guess this is what the cabins the gold miners used to live in when they were dredging the lake. You can see some of the decoration of the wallpaper that they had. Not very big, but if you're working all the time, it doesn't need to be too much. I guess this is what remains of the door. Some nice wood right there. I was looking off in the distance and I see looks like a second one. What remains of it? There's some more down there, which we'll head over in a couple minutes. This one, the roof collapsed. Just some sheet metal for the roof. Trees falling on it. Definitely in rough shape, but I like looking at how these things were built. The old style rivets they used. Metal subframe around, I guess this is the door then. That's the door hinge. Smokestack for the chimney.
Back inside of it, I guess, until it was level.
Look at these places. These are pretty swanky. Looks like an old outhouse in the back there. This one's definitely a new one, obviously. Another house, another one. Tables, little stove, the fridge. There's another one that's fallen down, but we got 1, 2, 3 cabins that seem to be pretty good shape, and a 4th one way out there in the distance, which we'll go check out in a second. The back half of this one's fallen off. You can kind of see inside. It looks like the roof collapsed, but you can generally see it's just made out of logs and then over here I noticed something nice and small. Little graveyard. Pay my respects. Dang. There rests Colleen. Now this one looks a little easier to get into. This one's got tin siding. That's kind of cool. Same sign that was on the other one. Looks like there's even another building way back over there. But let's explore on in this one. Some more paper. Is this where the old stove used to sit? Right in here. Some cabinets. This is the main door. That's windows. These are some low slung doors. I mean, look, standing upright comes to that high. Definitely had to crouch through to get in here. It's a cool little spot. The Yankee Fork Gold. That's a boat right there if I've ever seen one. Look at that. So there are only 3 guys that worked on this whole boat when it's fully staffed. You guys don't know how tempting it is. I want to climb up there so bad. Too many people around. That's a big boat. So each of those buckets, and there's 71 of them on that conveyor belt right there, weighs 1 ton. And each of the pins that hold the buckets to the next pin weighed 195 pounds. And that was the dredge. So I would dig like almost 40 feet down into the earth, pulling up buckets of rock to run through the conveyor belt. I went up and touched the side of it. It's not made of, like, it's literally just a thin sheet tin that was used to do the roofs and the siding of some of those ghost town shacks we were looking at. And then it's just like some wood behind it. This is just a thin outer plating. And this huge arm back here is 115 feet long, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that arm's 115 feet long. And once it scooped up rocks from over there, ran it through, it'd shoot the rocks off the backside, out away from the boat. One of my favorite parts of this whole trip so far has been the awesome people I've met along the way. Just stopped in at a Sunbeam rest stop where I just took my nap, woke up, walked down to the water to see if there's any good fishing. It looked to be a little too quick, and then one of the only good fishing spots there was already 3-4 people at, so it was full. But just met these great people, Dave and Julie. They're telling me about some roads to take up in Salmon, and once I get up into Missoula and Glacier, take Highway of the Sun and just enjoy it. I was gonna try and make it to Missoula tonight, but if I don't, I'll be there tomorrow. I've got a buddy up there I can stay with, and we got cracked, snacks in hand, cowboy hat on, and my book to listen to, and we're ready to go. Let's get rolling. Just pulled over at a Bay Horse recreation site. I saw a couple of fly fishers out in the river, so I'm gonna go throw my waders on and we'll hop out and see if we can catch some. So we're currently out in the river. There's two guys further down. We're right here. I think this is gonna be a good spot. I'm gonna try and fish right here. He's got the lower stream of the rapids. I'm gonna try and hit out there a little further. Set my bag down and we'll get started. Switch up spots. I'm headed up to where a couple of the guys were when I first showed up. Said right up here at this top bit they were having some luck. This orange fly with a little bit of silver on it. I've got my purple floater with a orange and silver nymph hanging down below. So I'm gonna go out onto this peninsula right here, right by that tree stump over there, and catch something at least. Look on that section of the river today at a Bay Horse. The guys I talked to said they only caught one or two and they were there for most of the day. So I don't feel too bad, but I mean, this is the view I gotta look at the whole time I was out fishing. Kind of hard to complain, you know? So now we're on our way to Chalice, and I'll probably stop and make dinner there and then keep going, or find somewhere to pull up for the evening. Stopped in at a place called Bison Jump. Dang. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna come over and it's so pretty out here. It's just open until there's mountains and then more open. So I just came from back that way between those hills and working our way to Chalice. About to head over into Chalice and then through to Salmon for the night, and just gonna do some more driving. That was a pretty fun day. Stopped at the hot springs, did a lot of fishing, not a lot of catching, but I've seen a lot of gorgeous places out here. This is God's country without a doubt. Just pulled into Salmon a few minutes ago. I'm gonna go get some food tonight instead of make it. Get something to drink, and then we'll drive 4 or 5 miles back the direction we came to. There's this little campsite I found, and we'll pull in there and park for the night and call it quits. I'll edit the video and get it posted tonight. Thanks, guys.